Some people say that having insurance can be a little like owning a weapon. You pay for it. You are probably glad you have it, but you hope you never need to use it. But unfortunate events inevitably occur, especially during the long-distance international transport. We have talked about what the cargo transportation insurance is, how to choose marine insurance coverage, and the features of different kinds of insurance documents. Then, you may ask, once a loss or damage has unfortunately occurred, how to claim the marine insurance? So today, we will discuss how to make a claim from insurance company. And I'll explain in simple terms about the procedures, formalities, and documentation to claim insurance in export-import of international trade. Claim in an insurance policy is when you make a demand on the insurance company for payment of the policy benefits. A claim occurs when the event which the policy covers happens and such happening causes a financial loss. If the claim is covered under the insurance policy, the insurer pays the benefits promised under the plan and covers your financial loss. The insurance claim process varies somewhat depending on the type of insurance. But there are some common tips to keep in mind regardless of the exact details of the situation. For starters, the claimant should examine the insurance policy so as to understand the rights and responsibilities, including whether or not the policy covers the situation, applicable timelines for filing a claim, whether the same thing are covered by multiple types of policies, if any deductibles applied to the situation, etc. These factors may dictate what the claims process will look like. Here are the general steps for marine insurance claims. First rule for filing claims is to file them as soon as possible. As a policyholder, it is necessary to inform the marine insurance company as soon as possible after the loss. Intimating insurance company about the loss or damage of goods is the first step to be taken by the insured on the claim of marine insurance. In the event of loss or damage to the goods, insured or his agent has to give immediate notice to the insurance company. A simultaneous claim is required to make with the shipping company to notify them of the loss or damage. It means you need to obtain a formal acknowledgement from both the marine insurance company and the shipping company. The insurer will then check to ensure that proper care was taken while transporting goods. In the case of any discrepancies found in transporting goods, the marine insurance company has all rights to reject the claim. In marine insurance, it is a condition of the policy that the insured and his agents should act as if the goods are uninsured and should take all such measures and actions as may be reasonable and necessary to minimize the loss or damage. They must also ensure that all the rights against the carriers, bailiffs, or third parties are protected. So, reasonable care is one of the measures to be taken into consideration under the procedures of claiming marine insurance against the loss or damage of export-import goods of international trade. Survey and claim is the next step to be followed on the procedures and formalities to claim marine insurance on the export and import goods. In the marine insurance, at the time of taking delivery, if any package shows signs of outward damage, insured or his agents must call for a detailed survey by the ship surveyors to determine the estimated loss or damage total and lodge the monetary claim with the shipping company for the loss or damage to the packages. A certified marine surveyor can be appointed at the location where damaged cargo is available. Further, it is imperative to carefully fill the claim form with the facts as accurately as possible. When the outward condition of the packages is apparent, the insured takes delivery unsuspectingly. After reaching warehouse, when opening the packages, they find damages to goods. In such an event, the insured or his agent should immediately inform the insurance company and call for the ship surveyor for detailed survey. They should not make any delivery of goods. They should not disturb the packing materials or the contents in packages. This is important in claiming marine insurance on the export and import trade. In case any package is found missing, the insured must lodge the monetary claim with the insurance company and its bailiffs and obtain a proper acknowledgement from them. This is one of the formalities to claim insurance on the import-export of international trade. In most marine insurance cases, the time limit for filing suit against the shipping companies is 1 year from the date of discharge of goods, which may change as per the rules and regulations of insurer. If the claim should remain unresolved after 1 year from the date of delivery, the claimant must either begin a legal proceeding against the shipping line or request, in writing, to extend the type to begin a legal proceeding. If he fails to take either step, the underwriter's obligation to handle the claim will expire. When lodging a claim, the following documents are to be submitted by insured to enable the insurance company to settle the claims expeditiously. Original insurance policy or certificate. Shipping document like bill of lading to identify the shipment at issue. Survey report or missing certificate with original photographs to assess the extent of damage or loss. Commercial invoice as a proof of the value of the commodities lost or damaged. Packing list together with the shipping specification or weight notes to validate the cargo count and content. And notice of claim to state the detailed factual description of the loss, damage, or delay. Depending on the nature of the claim, additional information and documentary evidence may be required by insurers and the surveyors other than above. No specific claim form is prescribed by law, but 4 elements are essential. The shipment must be identified to enable the carrier to conduct an investigation. The type of loss or damage must be stated. The amount of the claim must be stated or estimated, and a demand for payment by the carrier must be made. Again, the point is that exporters should observe some precautions in claiming insurance on the export-import goods while procuring insurance. 1. Amount of insurance is 110% of CIF value of goods. 10% covers anticipated profit. In other words, exporter is allowed to take a policy to cover profits up to a maximum amount of 10% of CIF value. 2. Insurance documents is not later than the date of shipment. 3. Amount insured must be in the same currency invoice to take care of the exchange fluctuations. 4. Insurance document is issued by the insurance company or its agents or underwriters. The document issued by the brokers is not a good document. Above are the general procedures and important considerations of a marine insurance claim. Insurance policies promise compensation for the financial loss that you suffer in case of emergencies, which are covered under the policy. You buy an insurance policy for this promise, and so when the covered contingency occurs, you expect the insurer to fulfill its promise and settle your claims. When disaster strikes, you need to know how to properly file an insurance claim and the entire claim process that follows. Understanding the claim process could help you settle the claims more easily and smoothly. Well, that's call it a day. Bye-bye.